addressing the board, please provide your name and address for the records. Please note if you choose to submit a statement in writing to the board, we will answer you. Please know that the board will listen to comments but will not comment or ask questions of those who address the board. Laura Rico.
Laura Rico, Lemont, Illinois. Thank you for this opportunity to speak tonight. I would like to address the board with the concern that I just recently came to knowledge of by looking on the district's website. And I'm not very appeased or happy with the board at the moment for the behavior of the board with this. So, for starters, I'm going to tell you 5 ILCS 120-2.06 of the Open Meetings Act. It reads under 3B. A public body shall approve the minutes of its open meeting within 30 days after that meeting or at the public body's second subsequent regular meeting, whichever is later. On October 16th, at the school board's business meeting, the school board approved the open session meeting minutes dated June 19, 2013, June 28, 2013, July 17, 2013, August 7, 2013, August 21, 2013, and approval of the closed session minutes dated June 19, June 28, July 17, August 7, and August 21st, 2013. Now, according to what I just read, that means that the September and October minutes are, some of them, if not all of them, are in violation of the Open Meetings Act. Now, anybody could file a lawsuit against this district and win on those grounds because we're in violation of that act. You're supposed to approve those minutes within 30 days at the latest. At the latest. And you know what? We never had that problem in the past. I don't know when this changed. We never did minutes approval by 3 months at a time. You all should know better. You've had training in this. It's part of your board duties and part of your board training. It's disgusting. And I expect that it better get changed and corrected and remedied relatively quickly. Thank you.
I need a motion to adjourn to.
I would like to speak.
Oh, could you fill out the?
I get into the which one to fill out.
Yeah, right as you want
Let's do that.
then. Yeah.
Sorry, late to get here from work. My name is Rick Lightheart, 525 6th Street, Lemont, Illinois. I am not speaking on my own, but on input from taxpayers and parents who have asked that I speak on their behalf and read this narrative of what has been prepared for me to read. In regards to the contracts on tonight's agenda, roughly 8% of the school district's budget is for salaries. That leaves roughly 20% for other expenses. The only revenue that the school district receives without a referendum is the tax levy, which is capped by CPI, the Consumer Price Index. It is remarkable that a compounded raise of over 4% in addition to stipends was agreed to by the union, the board, and the district, given that since 2008, the CPI has been at 3% or under. Further, every year the district's actual health insurance costs have been higher than projected. It appears that these contracts funds will not be available for books, computers, wireless, or anything that requires repair or replacement in the future. The board and district will have to tap reserves, which the board and district have gone to great lengths to both build and to make publicly known. Reserves, however, are not intended to meet contract demands. Similar to past years, salaries have trumped other expenses, and reserves will have to be tapped. Tapping reserves is what got the board and the district and the taxpayers and the students in trouble in the past. It appears that these contracts may again put taxpayers and students at risk. Taxpayers clarified at the community engagement meetings that reduced class size was their priority. These contracts imply the board and district administrators, again, are not listening to the voting or non-voting taxpayers who elected and hired them. It is disappointing that teachers and the teacher union does not want lower class sizes for students or job stability, but rather larger, guaranteed salaries and guaranteed benefits not found in the public sector. In closing, these contracts, which have been read and compared to prior contracts by those who have had access to them, is not about our children or the taxpayers, but about salaries and benefits. Let me make clear that it is hope of those who have contacted me to read this tonight that given the past financial and superintendent issues, that the board and the district would be meeting its fiduciary duties, living within its means, and would have been more responsive to taxpayers and our students. Obviously, taxpayers who have asked me to speak here have not had access to the inner workings of the negotiations. But there is hope for more transparency available to the public before voting occurs. In the future, if and when District 113A may not meet its obligations, a referendum can be expected, which taxpayers are aware that they can also expect referendums from the village, the police, the fire, the library, the park district, not to mention the township, the county, state, and federal tax increases. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, I'd like to make a comment there, because there was
No.
The president.
I think we're going to speak.
Thanks.
I think so. There were several false statements that you made, and I just wanted
It may
to
be.
address it.
I'm going on.
I know, I'd love you to forward those emails to me, because I'd love to see what all the concerns are of these people that are out there. But the thing is, you say we're digging into reserves, which isn't the case. Actually, the teachers have made some significant reductions to their benefits and changes in order to accommodate such an increase in that first year. And it doesn't go on for the second and third year. So I'm not sure where you're getting your information from, but and I know you're just reading a
I
statement.
didn't say, I didn't say are tapping into. I said it appears that we may have to tap into it. That's what made clear. It appears that going forward, if we don't know some of the expenses that come down, if the contract is what it is, we may have to run a referendum. And what I'm learning is that everybody's concerned that every government entity is going to be asking for a referendum. Everybody wants taxes. The village is going to come with one for the sports complex. It's coming. And the taxpayers are just saying, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? That's my concern. So just bring it to the board. The teachers say, people are becoming aware. They're becoming aware that the taxes and the referendums are too much. So there's just a call for fiduciary accountability, I guess. I think you're accountable. I think what I'm hearing is that people are saying, where's all this money going? What's and there's a lot of confusion out there. Because most of your taxpayers, they don't know what you guys, the taxpayers are out there, they're going to work every day. They don't understand it.
As do
Okay.
we.
Yeah. So thank you.
I need a motion to adjourn to closed session for the discussion on the appointment, employment,
I gotta go.
discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the district or legal counsel for the district, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee or legal counsel for the district to determine its validity by ILCS 120/2C1. Collective negotiating matters between the district and its employees or their representative for deliberation concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees by ILCS 120/2C2. The board does anticipate action as a result of closed session. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
By Mr. Monitor. Mr. Kerrigan. Roll call, please. Dave Molitor,
Yes.
O'Malley,
Yes.
Pat Kerrigan,
Yes.
David Dydemeyer,
Yes.
Mike Aurelio,
Yes.
Cindy Kelly. Yes. 6 yes, 1 absent, and 6:40. Let's go into closed session.